And we're also watching the situation in Iceland. These are live pictures this morning, and you will see in these the lava seems to be slowing in terms of its flow in the volcano. According to officials, it still does pose a major threat to people living nearby, but quite dramatic scenes coming out of the country yesterday. The fiery fissures in the earth there and the red-hot lava spewing up into the air. This is the latest eruption north of the town of Grindavik, the volcano's second eruption in less than a month, the fifth in the peninsula since 2021. And you can see, again, let's just come back to those live pictures, just the comparison. So there it was at its height over the weekend, and here we are in terms of the latest pictures in the live image. Obviously still some smoke, and you can see those lava flares. But Marianne, join me on this because you're getting the latest information, and tell us more about where things stand today.
Well, as of right now, residents of the fishing town Grindavik, which is just north of where this is, or rather just south of where this is happening, really concerned right now because that lava flowing towards their fishing town. We know that barriers were put up by officials in hopes that it would stop the lava from getting into their community, but we know that that has not stopped that from happening. That lava already destroying some of the homes, even setting some of them on fire. And now an evacuation of Grindavik, those 3,000, it's a town of about 3,000 people or so, that happened on Saturday. This eruption happened on Sunday, but important to note that this is actually the second time that Grindavik has been evacuated since November. There was an eruption this past December, mid-December actually, and that's when those residents were told to leave. They were just starting to come back, and then they were told to leave the town again. But look at these images here. You can see the lava just flowing there, headed towards that town. And so that is really the concern for residents, wondering what this means for their community. And here's some of that concern.
This is big. This is serious. It's basically as bad as can possibly get. Although it might get even worse. Who knows? So, I mean, I'm born in this town. I actually live in the house that I'm born in. And it's kind of, it's a tough thought to think that this town might be over. And I would have to start all over somewhere else. But if that's the case, then that's exactly what we'll do.
And so that is the attitude of those who are just watching Mother Nature and this volcanic activity, this eruption, the lava moving towards their town, just wondering when they can get back. But right now, the focus is on what the damage would potentially be. Again, as I mentioned, there were efforts to stop the lava from making its way into Grindavik with these man-made barriers. They had hoped that would make a difference, but already some homes have been destroyed. It's important to note, Heather, that there is not a lot of ashes of cloud spewing into the sky right now. So as of right now, the airport in Iceland is still operating. Not the case in 2010 when we were covering that eruption. Then, you know, air travel was very affected, but that's not the case this time around. Really, it's about the residents, what this means for their homes as they just watch this all unfold.